So the first story we have is from a company that managed to send $10.5 million to a stranger in crypto and now is having a hard time getting it back. I love how they're like, oh, they're having a hard time getting it back. You don't say. If someone sent me $10.5 million in crypto, I would be contacting a lawyer and trying to figure out how this is mine now. Especially if it was like a firm. If a person sends it to you, the nice thing to do would be to send it back. If it's some like venture capital firm and they mess up and send you a bunch of money, of course you're not going to be rushing to give it back. Especially there was this case a few years ago with like, I think it was Wells Fargo or Chase. I can't remember. Where they sent this company like $193 million on accident, and the company is still to this day having a legal battle saying they need to be able to keep it because it's their responsibility to double check where it's going, not theirs for receiving it. The headline itself reads, "Crypto firm fronted by Matt Damon accidentally transferred $10.5 million to a woman instead of a $100 refund, and it's struggling to get it back." They just had to throw Matt Damon in there for some extra clickbait points. I can't even be mad. I do the same thing. Like, you gotta get paid. I get it. But it is so funny they somehow get Matt Damon involved. I hope Matt Damon is not the guy fronting the $10.5 million they just sent to someone else. Yeah, I'm actually going to be buying a 30% stake in this crypto brokerage thing. It's going to be lit. Oh yeah, they sent all my money to some woman and we can't get it back though. I bet you this woman has already changed her name and fled the country, bro. $10.5 million is a solid chunk of change. That's some life-changing money. That's some fake your death money if you really had to. I mean, it's not billions, sure. But you move to some place where the cost of living is lower and that'll last a bit. How do they not double check this? I'm always shocked that there's not a process in place for them to like double check transactions over a certain amount. Maybe they use an automated system, but if that's the case, why is your automated system just sending random people $10.5 million? If there's an automated system on here, what needs to happen is anything over a certain amount has to go to other people. And we officially need to start calling the AI that did it, if that's the case, Robinhood. Because for real, taking $10.5 million from the brokerage and sending it to some random person, it's going full Disney Robinhood vibes, and it's pretty entertaining. Obviously, the company's going to have to fire someone for this. Like, I don't think that no one's going to get in trouble for messing up and getting rid of $10.5 million, especially if they don't get it back. Like I said, I'm not surprised that they're going to have a hard time getting it back. Sending someone $10.5 million probably makes them want to keep it, especially when it was just supposed to be $100. That's what's even weirder to me. Usually in this situation, it's just like an extra comma, you know, maybe one extra decimal point, one extra number. How in the world do you mess up $100 into $10.5 million? Those aren't even close. If you typed those out, it would be very evidently different. Conspiracy theory time, no proof whatsoever. How do we know it wasn't an inside job? His plan all along was to get a job at Matt Damon's crypto firm just to be able to send $10.5 million to his mom who would flee the country. Overall, if you have a company where you're sending people millions of dollars, I would maybe have someone double checking that everything's going to the right location. But Matt Damon's crypto firm's not having a good day. I just thought that was nuts.